Unlike the self-contained breathing apparatus worn by rescue men, which can be used in any atmosphere because it carries its own oxygen supply, your self-rescuer is designed only to protect you from the deadly carbon monoxide in an atmosphere where there is still enough oxygen present. So your rescuer is your own personal responsibility and must be carried on your belt at all times. It's the most convenient place to get at it in an emergency. What is a self-rescuer anyway? Basically, it's a filtering mask that converts carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. The foul air passes first through a cotton bag which traps coarse dust particles, then through a filter, a drying agent, and finally through more filtering material which changes the carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. In the process, the air gets warm, but it's filtered and cooled before it enters the mouth. The stale air is breathed out to the atmosphere through this outlet valve. When a self-rescuer is worn, you breathe through the mouth and not the nose. Getting out your rescuer is quick and simple. Slide it round to a convenient position. Hold the base firmly and pull the tag to snap the sealing band. Pull out the rescuer by the head straps. It's tightly packed to prevent damage, and it may need a strong, steady pull to free it. Take care you don't lose the nose clip. Put the rubber mouthpiece between your teeth, bite firmly, and get a good grip. Seal your nostrils with the nose clip. This forces you to breathe through your mouth. This is the right place for the clip, not up here. That's the way to do it. Take the weight with the head straps. You can adjust them properly later. When they're in place, don't loosen the straps, and don't try to talk. The rescuer will get hot in use, but a rubber guard protects your chin. Now, you have a go. Bite down firmly for a good grip, and take out your false teeth if you wear them. Nose clip, head straps, simple enough. It's worth remembering that should the rescuer refuse to come out of the can, put it on complete. It works just as well, although your breathing will be a little more difficult. And if you should lose the nose clip, just pinch your nostrils for as long as you wear the rescuer. Okay, draw. There's one sure way to pull out a rescuer. A straight pull on the straps which go right underneath it. Damage isn't likely, no matter how hard you pull. Don't forget the nose clip. The slowest man took 28 seconds. Now, how does a man know when to put on his rescuer? If no warning has been given, the decision to wear a rescuer must be made by each man in his particular circumstances. It's largely common sense, as obvious danger signs are warning enough. Explosions, the smell of burning or smoke. In such an emergency, you must assume carbon monoxide is present, and rescuers must be put on immediately. Even if you're lying down, a straight pull will still release your rescuer for action. The early symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning are giddiness, headache, constriction of the chest, throbbing at the temples and in the large blood vessels and the heart. Carbon monoxide has no smell. It has no taste and can overcome you in seconds before you quite realize what's happened. Better wear a rescuer in error than die in doubt. This man was in doubt. He wasted vital seconds hesitating instead of getting on his rescuer, and was knocked out before he knew what hit him. If only one man fails to get his rescuer on, he becomes helpless, and he risks the lives of his mates as well as his own. Already wearing their rescuers, the other facemen put on the victims for him. Further up the face, men took no chances and got their rescuers on quickly, without waiting for anyone to tell them. Now they make for the nearest fresh air. Some are wearing their rescuers with half the case still on. Breathing's harder, but the rescuer's efficiency isn't impaired. A rescuer will not protect you against black damp or fire damp, but it will give you up to an hour's protection against carbon monoxide, long enough for you to reach fresh air at normal walking pace. There's no need to run and become breathless. It'll only make your breathing hotter and more uncomfortable. In contamination of how effective the rescuer is. Exertion will only increase the heat and discomfort, and with it comes the temptation to tear off the rescuer to relieve a hot, parched throat. Temptation must be resisted. To remove the rescuer could be fatal. A regular pace keeps down your rate of breathing and also the temperature of the rescuer, making breathing easier. At this pace, the men should still be able to reach fresh air within 1 hour, and they won't need another rest. Away from the fire or explosion center, breathing becomes cooler. That's a sign that the atmosphere is cleaner. But there could still be carbon monoxide about, and the rescuers should be kept on. When it's safe, and only then, the men will be told to remove their rescuers by rescue workers and officials. Never take yours off until you're told to do so. Now let's take one more look at the right way to put it on, this time in slow motion. The rescuer's on the belt, where it should always be. Grip the base firmly, pull the release tag, a firm grip on the head straps and a strong, steady pull. Mouthpiece between the teeth. Nostrils sealed with the nose clip on the fleshy part of the nose. Straps over the head. And that's all there is to it. In its airtight stainless steel case, a rescuer will stand up to everyday wear and tear, but a bad dent or a broken seal must be reported to the lamp room. A dent could jam the rescuer in its case. A broken seal could allow moisture to ruin the filtering chemical. Important points, because a weight increase of a mere 4 grams is reason enough for withdrawing a rescuer from service. That's why they are stored in racks away from damp and heat. The condition of each rescuer is recorded every 4 weeks at the colliery, and selected batches are tested in laboratories. Production and servicing of your rescuer. Stringent tests ensure that all those in service are in A1 condition. It's up to each man to keep them this way, and to report any damage which might affect your rescuer's performance. Every miner will carry his own guard against a hazard that has so often proved fatal in the past. Remember, your rescuer is your personal responsibility, your personal defense. Here's the man who didn't put on his rescuer in time and passed out on the face. His rescuer, though, did save him from further exposure to carbon monoxide, and the rescue team were able to revive him with oxygen. He'll remember his lesson, should there ever be a next time.